Hi. I know I haven't been around in a while. I was busy with a lot of things, mostly medical related, but I'd like to talk about my extended medical background from when I was born until now, just to give you a better idea of where I'm coming from. I'll try not to bore you with a bunch of medical things, so I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. Well, obviously I knew I was born a little different. That's kind of an understatement, but I had something called a PDA. It's an open passageway between the two major blood vessels in my heart. In a normal baby, it closes after they're born. But I guess my body couldn't handle that or something because it was still open even after I was born. So basically, the blood that should have got to my heart went into my lungs. So I had something about something that's called a PDA ligation. It was some type of surgery, the start of many surgeries. Basically a doctor went in and tied the leaking vessels up, I guess. I think that's what it means. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I was told by my mom, because obviously I didn't remember because I was a baby. So PDA is common if a baby is a premature birth, and it's rare in full-term babies, which I was a full-term baby, so that was a rare occasion that I had that happen. And then I had an ASD, which is an atrial septic defect. That's when there's a large defect between the atria. A large amount of oxygen-rich blood from my heart's left side decided to have a leak into my right side of my heart. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. So I had a lot of oxygen depletion. I had a clamshell put into my heart. Not an actual clamshell, obviously, but it's hard to describe what that is. I guess you have to look it up or something. I'm sorry. I'm not good at explaining things, but once again, I was a baby, so I do not remember this. I'm just going off what I was told. I think I've had like 8 surgeries. Most of them on my heart. So, the transplant will be number 9, probably. 9 or 10. I lost count because I've had a lot. I had a tracheotomy when I was a baby. I had this. Put on my trach so I could talk, because I couldn't talk until I was about 4. I forget what was wrong with my trach, but I do have a scar. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right there. I can't zoom in, so but I do remember the surgery, the when they took this out. And it was traumatizing because for some reason I felt like I was awake. I didn't know if it required me to be awake, but I still have dreams about it. I still think about it sometimes, and it's scary to think about. That was one of the surgeries that had a lasting impression as far as memories and bad dreams. That's when I kind of developed night terrors. I would cry in my sleep because I would be dreaming about being in the hospital, because I was practically living in there until about 2. My mom only got to hold me for what seemed like a minute. She didn't get to hold me that much since like all the other moms, because I immediately had to go into NICU because I was gasping for air because I couldn't breathe. I was blue. I had a feeding tube until I was 2. I could not breastfeed because I was too sick. I had to have formula. I'm not sure what this is called. I'm sorry. I really want to say stoma, but that's not this. So if you know what it is, I'd like to know. But I used to call it a talk button. I did. I still refer it to as a talk button because I don't know. It just helped me talk, make noise. I started out as having a lot of nurses take care of me, like 8 or something, but my mother, bless her heart, she was pretty finicky about the care of her child, which she has a right to do, because I had a lot of medical issues and still do growing up, so I don't blame her for wanting the exact perfect care of her sick child. So I ended up just having 2 nurses. Taking care of me after I was born till I was 4 or 5. I don't remember when they stopped, but I can't thank them enough. I don't know, Mom and Dad, I don't know how you guys did it. I don't know how you guys did it. getting through my years as a baby. I mean, no parent, no mom is ever prepared for when her baby comes out turning purple and can't breathe. I mean, how do you deal with that? How do you sleep at night when that happens? That is literally one of the worst nightmares for a parent. You've been there for me since the very beginning, fighting for me and for my life when I didn't want to and still don't want to. But you kept persisting that I keep living. I mean, you were Shirley MacLaine's character in terms of endearment when she was yelling at the doctors, because you have done that a lot when they failed to take care of me or give me like meds or oxygen or something. I don't know. You still are my nurse, though. Even if I don't really have a choice. Hence why I can't really move anywhere. As long as I'm sick, I have to stick around here, living next door to my parents. Because my mom knows the most about my illness and knows what I need to be taken care of. I can't help but think it's my fault, though, that you had to stop working and take care of me because I'm sick. I still feel like it's my fault, because, I don't know, you could have done so much more if I hadn't been born this way. I blame myself, though. It's hard not to blame myself about this. Sorry for the shaky camera. Besides, that, I had heart surgery when I was 5. Going into 1st grade. I had what is it called? Cardiocele. I had a cardiocele put into my heart because it has a hole in it. So I had that put in to stop the hole from leaking. My heart is enlarged, so it has to work twice as hard, and it always has an irregular heartbeat, so it beats faster than the normal heart. My blood pressure and heart rate is usually in the 130s. That's normal for me, unfortunately. And then I was off oxygen when I was in 1st grade until 7 years ago. Which, I'm like, well, what's up with that? I was fine for, 20-something years, and then, this happens. It's like, okay. I also developed back issues, spondylolisthesis, and a little bit of scoliosis. It's like a 2-in-1 package deal. My back is like growing on top of each other, like my spine it's like, it's overlapping. It's overlapping on each other. I don't know really how to explain, and it's kind of crooked. So it started surfacing when I was a senior in high school. Since then, it gets inflamed and it hurts to the point where I'm crying. But it does that like off and on. Not as much as it did, but when it does, it is horrible. I mean, you can't even sit down, you can't stand, you can't lay down, you can't really do anything because you're in too much pain. I think that's it for my physical issues. I think next video I'll talk about the transplant. My thoughts on having my transplant done. I'm still waiting to get on the list, but that's taking forever. After being denied once, I'm getting that second opinion at UCLA. But I'm in the process of getting evaluated again to get on the list, so I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. So, and that scares me a lot. I have really bad nightmares about getting prepped for surgery. Sorry. My breathing hasn't been that great. But yeah. I think that's it for this video, so don't forget to like, comment, share, whatever. I'll see you next time. I'll try not to make it this much of a wait. So, bye.